Mean world syndrome is marked by an increase in fear, anxiety, and pessimism. This term was coined by George Gerbner as he was investigating how television impacted how people see the world. Television, films, and social media all feed consumers alarming stories, making them perceive the world as more hostile than it actually is. This heightened fear causes people to avoid certain places, mistrust others, fear their surroundings, and in some cases feel isolated.
There was this one time I watched a TikTok and it was talking about how this girl was followed home, and even right before she shut the door, they came to grab her, and her mom was home and everything, and the Ring doorbell caught this. And after me saying that, I think I was scared to walk through our door for a couple of weeks, where when I type in the door code to come in, I type it in with my back facing our door so that I see everything that's going on, and then once it opens, I walk through backwards and I shut the door. I was watching a trailer with a friend, and it was talking about a zombie movie. It was talking about the different forms of zombies, and one of them was the ninja zombie, and it was so quiet. The quote was the first thing that you hear is your scream. And today, I was home alone, and I walked outside my room and it was dark. I literally was looking around for the ninja zombie because I thought it was gonna come at me. Obviously, that is pretty nerve-wracking. Night Stalker is about this guy who would go into houses that were for sale, and he would go through and take a look at where all the doors were, if there were any sliding doors, if there were windows, he'd unlock the locks of the windows, and he'd always go right before the closing of the house. He'd always go right at the end of where they were having an open house, so he was one of the last people in the house when they had it open. And then he'd go back later that night, and he'd sneak in so quietly. His typical victims were just couples, no kids. So he would mentally torture the men and physically torture the women, and then meanwhile, literally all at the same time, you could be tied up in your bed and he'll go sit on your couch and eat go through your food in your fridge and sit and watch TV for hours and then leave in 7 in the morning and you're dead. Yeah, after that, I low-key started waiting at the door until a bus would come or until cars would drive down the road so that I could be walking and someone would still be near. So if something were to happen, someone would see it. I was paranoid, and I still get that way here now. If you watch so much of that stuff, your mind can just make it up for you because you're so used to seeing those scenarios. You can make one up so easily in your head and it come true. I started doing that a lot after watching Night Stalker. Most days it's terrifying, but I guess there's some motivator when I'm thinking about something else.
Despite this feeling, statistics often tell another story. With crime rates falling, this fear of the world is irrational.